Chapter 2. Waking. Babu. Sohan. It was like I was dreaming. I saw my mother staring right in front of me. Her eyes were locked, glancing at me with tears. Her hands, they were waving, flipping near to my corona as she was calling me frequently. Everything was like an unclear vision with the foggy images. It was like I was hallucinating. Nothing felt to be real. Eyes got shut and complete darkness occupied me. Babu, Babu, there she calls again. I opened my eyes, reacting to her voice. She was sitting right by my side as I hallucinated. There was a smile on her lips and tears rolling down her cheek. Doctor, doctor, he's up, he's awake, she shouted with a rush of happiness and relief in her tone. Then again, complete darkness covered me and I got enfolded in blankness. I was 7 years old when that first occurred to me. It is the starting point from where my memory, or shall I say, my journey began. For me, my consciousness was born that day, watching the street light out of the window as the color of the silver moon was smoggy by the night's cloud in the darkness. Why am I here, Mom? Why am I in hospital? Is there anything wrong with me? Puzzled and terrified, I enfolded myself in her arms. She said nothing. She just smiled with a cascade of tears on her eyes. Then she kissed my forehead and wrapped me, enfolding me more tightly. You fell off. You're fine, that's all what's matter, darling. Sleep well now, she said. I grabbed her hand, holding it closely towards my heart, and napped in the warmth of her love. Days later, I was discharged from the hospital. All my past memories were lost. They were simply vanished, as if it was like I was just born that day. All I remember are the hospital beds and the street light sparkling through the window glass on the dark hours of time. So, for me, my life was started after I was 7, and since then, the tenuous tides of time got on track, and I am waiting for a morning to shine upon me, hoping for the time of glee will arrive soon. I was blank, completely I was. Few weeks later, after getting discharged from the hospital, things were supposed to get normal as I was back to school. It was a strange feeling that I was getting there. I didn't remember a thing about that place. No portion of memory was there to remind me about it. Each and everything was new and strange. Something was wrong for sure, maybe with me, but what was it I was unaware of? In many ways, I was slower than the other kids. I was weaker. I was alone, lonelier than anyone ever was at that age. I was in grade 3, but still I had problem with the simple English alphabets. I had problem navigating directions and moments. In comparison to other kids of my age, I was a lot weaker. Habitually, I used to commit mistakes even while writing my own name. I used to misspell some words and letters, even while writing simplest words and phrases. The most common mistake I used to make was with the letter B and D, and sometimes with W and M. Unconsciously, I used to shift some of the words, like who and how, being puzzled on the word pattern, changing the meaning of the sentence completely. I had hard times understanding the words and letters. I would have to break each letters of the word to pronounce and memorize it, taking lots and lots of time than usual. For instance, I would have to read French as fairness to understand it, and even when taking lots of time I would commit error. My notebook were filled with red marks and corrections. I would write different spelling of a same word in separate paper. For instance, I would write hygiene as hygiene. Similarly, engineering as engineering, and so on. It was English test paper, I remember. I was panicking and nervous. Miss Rosmi asked all of us to stop writing and to submit the paper quickly, writing our name on top. Panicking, I committed a small error. I wrote my name as Sohan Abhikari, getting nervous and confused. Sohan, come here, Miss Rosmi called me in front of the class. Read the name you have written in your answer sheet, she asked me. I read Sohan Adhikari. That was my name, and I didn't have to read it for confirmation. I was unequivocal about the mistake I made. Read it again, she asked me again, and I did as she told me. Did you think it's funny? Snatching the paper from my hand, she added, Class, your friend here has written his name as Sohan Avikari. Avikari. Whole class jingled and laughed. It was a small mistake I committed, but that small mistake of mine became the reason for years of embarrassment and mortification. Probably it made me suffer for all of my childhood. Jingle of Abhikari spread like a wildfire, moving vigorously from years to years. At the end of the week, whole school was buzzing the jingle about me and my weaknesses. With the ongoing rumors, with time, a Vikari turned into a Vikari, a beggar. And a new hearsay emerged, projecting me as a beggar. As it was growing from years to years, time was getting worse for me. Everyone exposed to the gossip started bullying me. Literally, there was not a single person at my school, from classmates to senior, who didn't taunt me. They used to come near, asking my name, harassing me until I burst in tears, until I ran away. I was the part of amusement to remove their aggravation from teachers' lecture. There was not a single day in my childhood where tears were absent from my eyes. There was not a single fraction of time where I didn't feel humiliated and reviled my existence. No one was there to understand me or guide me in those worst days, in those days of loneliness. Everywhere I went, I started seeing people's eyes staring at me. They used to giggle with surprised looks over their face, which used to make me feel as if they were gossiping all about me and only me. Maybe that was because of the harassment I went through, making me fear the presence of the people around me. At school, I was the weakest among all, and at home, I used to feel like I was the useless child, incapable of doing anything right. Every time when I willed to do something good, I failed, leading to destruction and disappointment. I never got the proper attention from my teachers, as they always used to punish me or harass me in front of all, despite guiding me. No one knew what I was going through, not even my parents, neither did I. I was a cursed child with the burden of dyslexia. It was a rare disorder which most people didn't know about that in Nepal. I failed every test, every exam that I was put into. I saw my parents begging, pleading in front of school authority for the sake of my future. I saw them sacrifice their dignity, their pride, all from me and because of my failure. The school authority always used to grade me up every year, saying it will be the last time. Every year it was the same story. I used to grade up just because of my parents pleading. Every year I used to see them sacrifice, and nothing except guilt used to surround me, making me cry alone. And I hated myself even more.